Yesterday, I attended an event in South London protesting against drag queen storytime. I find it shocking how commonplace a drag queen storytime is becoming. Don't get me wrong, adults reading stories to children is a wonderful thing, it truly is. And having been a school teacher, I can tell you I wish more parents would read to and with their children. However, why does the LGBTQ+ lobby insist on conflating adult entertainment with storytime? This baffles me. Drag queens are, after all, adult entertainment. Men dressed as women, often scantily so, in a sexualized manner, performing a strip club routine, usually for cash. It's not my cup of tea, but in a liberal society, I appreciate that it is how some people want to spend their time. Over 18s, that is. In my opinion, for children to be exposed to such behaviour is surely not age appropriate. As a former safeguarding officer, I can tell you until recently it would most certainly have been considered a safeguarding concern. So what has changed? I've seen too many videos surfacing of drag queens performing in front of bewildered young children with adults watching on in amusement, including allegedly in the local area I was protesting at yesterday. Whatever happened to protecting the innocence of children? Turning Point UK organised the protest this weekend and invited me to speak, which I was happy to do. What I was not expecting, though, was the busload of rent-a-mob, hard-left LGBTQ+ activists to turn up. They yelled expletives, they threw eggs, and they held up some really horrendous signs, most of which I cannot repeat on air. But there was one particular suspect sign which read, "Queer joy is for all ages," which seems to expose their motives. They're saying the quiet part out loud. The hard left and the MSM will label the protests as far right, but since when has protecting children been an issue reserved to the far right? Once again, in a liberal society, adults can live their lives however they see fit, for the most part. And what goes on between two people behind closed doors, between consenting adults, is between them and their God. However, it's when they attempt to bring children into it that I feel, as a society, we should stand up and say no. So I leave you with the question. Ask not why your children need to spend time with drag queens. Ask why drag queens are so keen to spend time with your children.